It is race time. Straight fight between D2 drivers. K5 on pole with Mars on the front row alongside him. Welcome in, welcome in. I'll be your comms for this race because my esports event ended, so now I've got a little bit of time to myself to start doing this. Hey Emu, says Saltub. Yep, this is definitely Emu, guys. I sound very Czech, don't I? Like, you can just tell I'm from Czechia, aren't I? I hate quali comms, to be honest. Much happier doing race comms. So this is perfect. I just get to go straight into a race. I'm always way too quiet in quali anyway, but you know, Grand Prix, you're hammer time, yelling as loud as you fucking want to. Quali, you kind of have to know what you're talking about, which is annoying, I guess. But anyway, we are waiting for the cars to ready up. Sir Diamond's opinion on that chocolate bottle. Which one? I haven't seen it. I haven't seen your most recent one. There's been, I'm guessing there's a huge amount of bottles. I only watched a bit of Q3, and even that I was not focused on you. I'm guessing you. I don't know. But seems like the grid order's been kind of flipped since crashed out Q1 when there was no pressure. Yeah, sounds like you, to be honest. Sounds like very shocker lady thing to do. So I'm not particularly surprised. Thankfully nobody's readied up, which is always a great sign. Big melt in that Ferrari is very quick, so is Angie in Q3 if he doesn't disconnect. Formation lap should be go. We are go. Angie in Q3 in that McLaren starting P3 is something I'm very impressed with. He's not been that quick whenever I've raced him. I've had them measurable really easily. So either Angie's put on an especially impressive performance, or I'm further ahead of the D2 field than I thought, because I genuinely think if I dropped down to D2, I would not win the championship or be the fastest guy there. Wide Vader and Racing getting DSQ'd. I'm guessing they had a collision, and Racing in particular is going to be very ragey. So let's check tyre choice. Medium for K5. Hard tyre for Angie in Q3. Soft for Excellence. Hard for J Morris, and then hard for Pickle Rick. J Rise. Then it's a ton of mediums, soft, 2 mediums, hard, medium, soft. So everything looks pretty normal except Excellence and Robot going for the soft tires. I mean, it's a bit weird from the Astons. Their strategy's a little bit off. So, alright. So just for that recap, front 2 starting on medium tires, and then P3, Angie Q3, P5, J Morris starting on hards, both McLarens on hards. The Aston of Excellence P4 on softs, followed by J Rise and Lee Bob on mediums. A lot of medium runners down there, and then Robot soft, Big Melt medium, Chocolate medium, Dre Dude hard. So it's mainly medium up front, couple hard runners, a lot of mediums, with Excellence the sole one on soft. Right. Can they park their cars? K5 on pole, Mars on the front row alongside him. He'll be looking to get the launch on him. Mars hasn't been historically strong at launches, but everything can change. I'm expecting Excellence to go up to P2 at least. Angie in Q3 should be an easy target considering he's on the hards. And Jay Morris, he's starting P5. He was championship winner last time. And I think he won in Texas as well, so you'd expect him. Okay, there's a Williams in the background just reversing. Someone tell him that's slightly not allowed. But right, let's pan over to the 5 red lights for the British Grand Prix. Second time I commentate a start. Flover's left the session right before the start. Can we get him in time? Do I even have him added? We do have him added, and no one's moving yet. Okay. Right. It's just taken a while. Formation laps are meant to be fixed. They have been fixed these last 2 races, so I'm confused. So who exactly are we waiting on? If we don't get going, we'll abort the start with formation lap off. No movement on the start. Right, we're having a lobby restart. Okay, that is going to be a lobby restart. Waiting for a lobby invite. A reminder. Right, there's not much for me to talk about at the moment, so I'll be muted on stream. Oh, hello K5, hello Stein. Had to have a restart because formation laps have done themselves again. Right, I'll just remove this guy because he doesn't drive. I like to keep my EA friends list nice and small. So this guy does not drive anymore, does he? Never seen him. I mean, he has, but that doesn't mean I want him there. No, I mean, like, he hasn't driven this season. Right. That's Webby87. This is Webby87 Heritage. Vabo, Zach, who? BMH, Anissa Burt, Blunty, Charles. Right. Seems like guys I'd need. Well, LD, Riley Blunty, New Link Terror. Oh yeah, Zach from Mike. Don't need him anymore. Assume Basha, Devio, Mark, Salvatore, J-Tai, K5, Lehman. Don't need this guy. This guy doesn't drive, does he? Nickerson doesn't drive anymore. Lamau, we just watching Diamonds unfriend dudes. Lani does not drive, but I need him in CBRL. Tracy, esports, I need him. Cupcake is heritage, so I need him. Don't need this guy. Who's this guy? Never heard of him. But anyway, who is this guy? K5M5, K5M21. I don't even know, mate. I couldn't even tell you. Like, who is that guy? Never heard of him. I like how people only want to pay for karaoke suffering when we're like in important race moments. Like, come on guys, don't you want some entertainment now or something? I don't know. I thought that's how it works. Alright, just making sure everyone's in. I don't have a reason to, so I think I'll just mute myself. just sorted myself out for the race, just like these drivers will be sorting themselves out for the race. You know, we all got jobs to do here, whether you're driving, whether you're commentating. Okay. Right, now I'm back. The king is back, says Lem. Ah, thank you. I'm just one of your royal subjects, Lem. You are the Terminator goat. Right, so... Ah, thanks for my crown. Right, so that is a lot of hard by default, but they'll gradually shift over to medium as this tyre selection wears on. So, what's it looking like at the moment? What's it looking like? Okay. If that's the final selection, then at the moment looking like K5 sticking to his mediums from before, Mars sticking to mediums as well, Angie Q3 using mediums, Excellent soft, J Morris Pickle Rick hards, and it's 5 red lights for the British Grand Prix, and it's lights out and away we go. K5 gets a great start, Angie gets a great start as well, and Mars is dropping all the way down the order. Mars is having a horrible start, and Williams gets spun around, and that is the nightmare start for, who is that? Pickle Rick. Pickle Rick had a great qualifying, which has all come undone at the start, and that's Angie in Q3 going off the road as well. So J-Rise making up 3 places, very impressive, going wheel to wheel with J Morris now, and Lee Bob has had a disaster start, and he's down to P19. Big Melt has lost a lot of places, and Angie's trying to recover now with Husky, I think the only one starting on softs. That could be false, because I think Excellence is also starting on softs. I'll just take a quick check at that. And he is. He's up to P2 and he's challenging K5 for P1. J-Rice up to P3 with that, but Lee Bob having an absolute disaster start and going all the way down to P18. J Morris is being tailgated by Skycap very, very closely. J Morris will not be very fast at this stage of the race, but you know how fast he can get when he gets the better tyres on, and he can start to rocket towards other drivers. And Excellence up ahead has taken the lead on K5. That is a crucial move for him, but now he has to stretch away before his soft tyres die out, and they are going to die out very, very quickly. Active getting past Fexin, these 2 reserve drivers. Fexin's full time actually, I think. Doing well. Chocolat making up a lot of places. Mars is out of the race. Mars has retired from session. And he must have got damaged straight at the start, because that is not how you want to start a Grand Prix. Skycap trying to go around the outside, almost drifts into J Morris, who are now on the inside. He gets the inside line side by side with him, and Skycap can't do anything right now. He's trying to slipstream J Morris, almost bump drafting him down the straight. But J Morris gets the slight overlap ahead, but now Skycap is coming up alongside him. J Morris is forced out wide, and Skycap gets ahead. Comic also gets ahead. Not the start that J Morris would have wanted, as Active JMC is now going around the outside of the champion as well. They're making contact on the straight. J Morris is at risk of getting killed, frankly. As more contact on the straight, J Morris will not be happy about that, as Active JMC goes off the road. J Morris won't try it to Baggett's Beckett's. He's not dumb, he's smart. Chocolat gets past Fexin in a good move from him. Active JMC is getting very close to his teammate Comic. Will they battle? I don't think so, but Robot Reaction will battle Fexin, who's dropping down the order back to where he started. He had a great start, but it's all coming undone for him. He's just a bit slow at the moment. Doesn't have damage. Someone readied up when Mars was AFK. Oh, that's why. I didn't see you readied up. White Vader! Oh, almost dies on that curb. And Robot stays ahead of him. There's going to be a lot of recovery drives to make. Oh, Robot's slow. Robot's slow. Very, very slow. and he appears to have let Wide Vader go, and he now side pods himself into Wide Vader. Right. I think the ready up pen needs to be harshened a little bit. Robot Reaction is now coming up to Wide Vader on the straight, gets alongside, gets ahead of Wide Vader, and Robot Reaction is back up into P10. The points go down to P12 at HDR, and on the edge of the points right now is Rayson, who has made up 6 places at the start. And Lee Bob is going all the way around the outside of Dre Dude. This will be a lovely move if he can make it stick, which he does. But there's more contact on the straight, which is very, very risky. I've crashed on the straight at Cops in a recent Silverstone race as well. So it's a very risky play to be doing that. But I ended up doing a loss the first slam dunk of that league, so it's fine. J Rice has closed all the way up to K5 now. You know how crucial it is to stay in the DRS of the car in front. And Excellence can't pull away right now. His soft tyres just aren't grippy enough. He's gone deep again, and he's gaps down to 5/10. Rice losing a bit of time through the lag. Sets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. Big Melt has left the session. Let's get him an invite back. I don't know if he's DNF'd. I couldn't see if he's DNF'd. And where is he? Not added. Don't have you added. Nope. Nope. Don't have him added. I'll have to. Okay. J Rice is sticking within DRS. Angie in Q3 gets a time penalty for multiple warnings. Where is it? He's asking for an invite, but I'm very certain I don't have him. I can check the offline list. Nah, he's not here. He ain't here. That's K5 almost getting at Excellence into Stowe Corner. Active getting past Skycap. Alright, Big Melt wants back in the lobby. Dre Dude added me as well. And now Big Melt. Now he's up for an invite. Once the game refreshes. He won't be losing too much time, because the AI in HDR is set a bit higher than other leagues. It's set at 80, because if you do disconnect, we don't want to screw you over that badly. The 80 AI is still slower than D3 drivers, so it's not a gainer. K5 has got the lead off Excellence. They're going side by side now. The Aston Martin and the Ferrari. K5 is getting slightly ahead. And this is the indication of Excellence's tyres falling off as he gets pushed onto the grass on the straight. Very, very naughty from K5. And I think that's going to be in the steward's room afterwards. J-Rise is now up into second. And he's right on K5's tail to make some moves now to take the lead of this race. Having started P7, looks like J-Rise could already be in for a shot of the lead, and which he is! It's the regime leading. J-Rise takes the lead ahead of K5. That is absolutely fantastic, and that could be 2 Mercedes wins in 2 days, as we had Shifty Wizard winning in Silverstone yesterday, and now J-Rise leading from K5. Lee Bob, he's still down there trying to make the recovery, as is Angie in Q3. Wide Vader with a very good start. Racing with a very good start. Chocolate with a very good start as well. Both Alpha Romeos getting off to a great start. Pickle Rick is now trying to get past Angie. Angie spun out and he has to rejoin safely, which he does. Reverses back out onto the circuit, and that is very, very unfortunate. K5 is right on J-Rise's tail. K5 is trying to go down the inside of J-Rise, and he's trying to now plunge it around the outside into Stowe Corner, and he can't get the move done. And Big Melt has left the session. Oh, he's DNF, that's why. Big Melt is Wait, has Big Melt retired on track? I think he has. Possibly retired on track. Yeah, he has. Well, I'll have to look into that afterwards. If I will. Right, K5 is now coming at J-Rise. The battle for the lead once more. We've been having a lot of them recently, and we're going to have another one as K5 sweeps around the outside of J-Rise and takes the lead of the British Grand Prix. Rise is immediately trying to fight this one back, and he can't quite get the move done. Now, let's think about it. If I was J-Rise, I don't know what I'd do, frankly. It's very, very tough, because J-Rise and K5 both on 70% battery. If I was J-Rise, I think I'd just be trying to stay within the DRS. Getting track position will probably result in him losing it immediately. So staying within 3/10 is how you make these overtakes. Excellence behind, his softs are going to fall off. It's essentially going to be a two-horse race from here on out between K5 and J-Rise. Active is P4 with Comet in P5. Skycap and Chocolate together in P7 and P8. These AlphaTauris are both full-time. And Lee Bob is coming. And now J-Rise is trying to come at K5. He's going for it. Won't be making the move there. Looks like it's going to be a two-horse race between K5 and J-Rise. Excellence behind, softs falling off, but Active and Comic aren't too far on mediums. The only driver making a charge is going to be J Morris. Starting on hards, he'll be on mediums, late stint. It's going to be... Can I get invite back? Oh, okay. Mars says I should have known better. Not should have, but could have. Wide Vader's retired. In the meantime, I think that could be a safety car, because they're all slow up ahead. I swear I invited Ray Dude already. And safety car is out. Safety car is out. With the safety car out on track, boxing for hards for anyone starting on the mediums. This is a perfect time to box for hards. If you're starting on mediums, yeah, box for hards. But if you're starting on hards, you probably want to stay... Yeah, you want to box as well. I think everyone is going to be in the pits at the end of this lap. And I'll give you a little diamonds exploit I've learned from League Racing. Is if you're red on the delta, but then box, your delta gets reset, and you can essentially get away with speeding under the safety car to gain a little bit of time before you box. So, looking like pretty much heaven for anyone on mediums, but kind of hell for anyone starting on the hards. J-Rise is in, and K5 has stayed out. What is HDR going to do with the sub money? Try save up for prize money, or because we have a couple running costs like Me6 and DistroKid for uploading HDR songs to Spotify. There's, you know, running costs, but in general we're going to aim towards prize money. There isn't really enough sub money right now for it, but K5 staying out has absolutely screwed him. So K5 and Dre Dude have both stayed out on old mediums and old hards, which essentially gives Rise the net race lead ahead of Excellence, who is still on softs, actually. Excellence has stopped for another set of softs, so he doesn't think it's going to make it to the end. Active behind Rise has also stopped for softs. my subs paying Diamond's ridiculous salary, duh. I wish I was making money. The only thing that's made so far is I've poured some of my own money into this league, and recently I got some of that money back. I'm still in the red on spending, by the way, but if that's what a salary is, then yeah, throw me one more. Okay, what is this, like a security invite? Well, it's now 7 months. Holy shit. Big up Steinosaur, he's just subscribed for 7 months. Big W's in the chat. Love you, Steinosaur. This is why I watch your videos. Not only for your face, but for your Twitch subbing. Definitely not for your driving, of course. Because who wants to driving? But anyway, I'm kidding. W in chat for Stein. And Dre Dude takes the lead under the safety car. But K5 can overtake the safety car now, and it will stay out another lap. That's the strat I did to win a race in another league. K5 has not taken that strategy. Personally, I would, but you know, not everyone is that devious. So, even though Rise has the race lead, it's going to be very tough for him to keep it, because Excellence and Active behind him are both on softs, and then behind them two, J Morris and Chocolade are on mediums. 7th down is Fexin on hards, Comic on hards, and those are the main threats to take the race lead at the moment. I think if I was J-Rise, I'd want to be straight on K5 at this restart. I'll possibly leave him a little bit of breathing room on that start, maybe like 2-3 car lengths. Lets you get the launch, better traction, and then potentially a big dive bomb into turn 3. If you can tell, I am trying to will this into existence. I am essentially trying to I am essentially just praying that Rise somehow does it. If he's got the stream open, then, you know, he hears this and thinks, yeah, Diamonds, I'll totally do that. Oh, I've just noticed something on the dash. Right, so safety car stayed out for another lap, and what I've just noticed on their steering wheels, K5 has about 1.8 laps of extra fuel. J-Rise is kind of screwed. He's on 2.2 right now. Really needs to burn that off. I'd be burning like almost a lap of it off. Excellence behind has got it on point. He's got plus 1.5. That takes him to basically the end of the race. Active is a heavy car. J Morris is perfect. Chocolate slightly heavy. Fexin perfect. Wait for restart. Yeah. Why is he waiting to the restart to box? That's just gonna screw him. It's not the smartest race strategical. Big Melt wants another invite. Sorry, missed it. You have to tell me. Oh wait, Big Melt's already DNF'd. I was old message. Never mind. Old message. No, I meant for my channel points redemption. Wait for restart. Wait, what? I'm so confused. I'm so confused now, Lem. I don't deserve this crown, mate. I'm so confused. Anyway, yesterday D3, I was forced to... Oh, thank you. I redeemed 2k. Oh, okay, that is a lot. Now, if you were here yesterday, or if you weren't here yesterday, as a recap, I was made to suffer by Comms Karaoke for several Taylor Swift songs, as well as one from Ava Max. And I think you can guess who was making me sing Taylor Swift. Death Star and DeVito and Emu. It's the restart now, and it's just going to be pure focus. How is K5 going to hold everyone off when he's the only one who didn't box? K5 has gone really, really early. And he's not boxed. K5 is screwed. K5 has basically ruined his race. And Excellence and Active have ruined their race as well, because Softs ain't making it to the end unless they get another lucky safety car. But it's going to be very, very difficult. And Rise is straight on his tail on this restart. He's trying to dance his way. Long way around the outside. Can he pull the move off? It's going to be a great move. Yes, he does. J Rice takes the lead on the restart. And K5 is already down to P2. And Excellence is straight on the gearbox as well. K5 cannot defend this. He's absolutely hopeless right now. He stayed out of the tyres for no reason. And he's ruined his race by doing it. And Active JMC is now trying to go around the outside. K5 is essentially just a block for the entire field at the moment. And he goes side by side and clears him very easily. J-Rise and Excellence are now in combat. Excellence is going to be very hard. If I was J-Rise, I think fighting Excellence is kind of pointless, because he's going to have to stop again anyway. But the medium runners, I think, can make it to the end, so that's his fight. Excellence takes the lead of the race, with Active stuck behind the pair of them. Active down the inside of J-Rise, and J-Rise can't do anything. Both of them have taken the lead of the race, and he just now has to try stay ahead of J Morris. But this is going to be a very, very tough task for him, because J Morris also has fresher tyres, and Rise has dropped back down the order. And J Morris actually behind him has a time penalty for track limits, so that's really, really bad. And Chocolade has now got past K5. K5 pulled off the worst strategy blunder I've seen in quite a while. Stein, I don't know what he's thinking. He's really, really stupid in my opinion. He was already at the box window, so I have no clue why he stayed out, but K5 has ruined his own race essentially. And the next guy to pass him will be Comic in a sec. K5 will probably have to box at the end of this lap as well. What a waste of a good race he was running. He was in the lead, he was doing well, but then he's just ruined it. Active and Excellence. As Active goes wide, Rise is going to be on his tail, but Rise is not going to quite get past him. Active is almost running out of battery. J Morris right behind him is in the mix. Medium runners have a very stiff task ahead of them. 17 laps on the medium tyres. Very, very stiff job they're asking for. Flov is past Fexin now, and Dreydude is going wheel to wheel with Angie for last place. And Dreydude tries to get the switch back on Angie, but can't get it done. And now Comic has cleared K5, and now Pickle Rick has also cleared K5. Pickle Rick goes deep and just about stays on track, and K5 is just a sitting duck for everyone right now. He's basically just a toy for the entire field. He's a moving chicane. He's very useless on the track, and I don't know why he has not boxed yet. If he's trying to go to softs, it ain't gonna work. And I'm saying this directly to K5 in case he's watching, because he's quite frankly just fucked his race in the worst possible way. That's Active off the road again. J-Rise might be on the scene this time, but This time he is not going to be on the scene. Active is still keeping up with Excellence despite all these kinks in the road. And Pickle Rick is past Comic. And Lee Bob is wheel-to-wheel with Robot Reaction. Robot's tyres are going to be going off, so this is a crucial move for the other Mercedes to make. And he does so all the way around the outside. They make contact, and Robot almost goes off the track. But it's elbows out racing, and I think it was perfectly fine from the pair of them. Lee Bob up to P9, and Racing drops down the order. Racing's into the gravel, and that is going to be his race over. And I think he has... Angie in Q3 has retired in the pit lane. Racing is stopping on track. He's not moving. He's trying to cause a safety car, I think. Let's watch this space for what Racing's going to do. Disqualified from session park today. Okay, that's basically retiring on track. I define that as retiring on track on purpose. Anyway, Flov is past Skycap, and Racing despawns as Skycap has spun around Flov. Absolutely awful driving from Skycap. Shit driving standards, frankly, from Skycap. This is not the first time I've seen him drive like a pig, and he has made another driver's race one and done. Should be ashamed of yourself. What a pig of a driver. Racing leaves the session, and this time Rise is getting more aggressive with Active. Active is going for the lead on Excellence, and Rise is trying to capitalise and take P2 and try take the race lead on them, but he won't be able to do it. D3 follow rules better than D2 this weekend. I agree, mate. I also think that this is still better than what my Silverstone esports race panned out. That was still better. That was honestly still better than that. That was absolutely shambolic from them. Rise is following Active so closely now. Sorry for K5 boxes, Skycap boxes. Skycap needs a new wing, as he deserves, because he ruined another guy's race again. So very, very shit driving from Skycap overall, and not what you want to see. J-Rise can take the lead on Active now. The soft tyres are going to be falling off, so this is his chance to pull clear into the distance before Jay Morris gets on the scene. J-Rise following Active so closely. Excellence is right on his tail as well. J-Rise has way more battery than him, so he can start burning it, and he is going to start burning it. J-Rise gets past Active. J-Rise into the lead of the race once more, and with 10 laps to go, J-Rise is looking like a very real prospect for winning the Silverstone race. Very, very good driving. I can't manage Ferrari, mate, says Stein. I've managed to get J-Rise from D3 into the lead of this race. J-Rise is cooking, and I take 1% credit for that, because I feel like I'm a good TP these days. Shifty went to a race winner from upper midfield to race winner in D3, and J-Rise has went from a D2 newcomer to a possible race winner now, because J-Rise is starting to pull clear of J Morris. And Active closes in and can't make the move. So J Morris is getting past Chocolade now. They're starting to battle, and Chocolade doesn't want to make contact. J-Rise has a lot more battery than the cars around him, as does Lee Bob, so they can start pushing on their battery a little bit more now. Rise has got the lead of half a second over them. J Morris struggling to stay within DRS right now. He had to get past Chocolade, and I think Chocolade is coming back at him again and again. And Pickle Rick is somehow coming through. Where did Pickle Rick come from? But Active is going for the lead on J-Rise, and Active does take the lead on J-Rise, but I'd say Rise can dive a bit down the inside. Active moves around a little bit and takes the lead on him. These soft tyres should be falling off, so I'm expecting better from J-Rise. Husky up ahead. Lebob. Rise lifting off of fuel, I think? Oh, I don't know. Because active is coming. Rise very, very close now to the back of active. Rise on 60% battery, active on 30%, J Morris only on 30%. And Lebob gets past Haskey, and neither of them have got much battery. So I don't think Lebob can catch Comic, but this is a very good chance for Lebob to start saving a bit of battery once he clears Haskey. And J Rise now guns for the lead on active, takes the lead from active once again, and the hard tyres are starting to feel like the better tyre. J Morris has lost the place to Pickerick. I didn't expect that, considering the softs are meant to be falling off, but it looks like these soft tyres are hanging on a lot better than I thought they would. J Morris is into the pits. J Morris is into the pits. He could have gone to the end, I think. Is this strategic or not? Because I don't know. I'm a bit confuddled by that one. J Morris, that was a strategic stop for softs. Rise can go to the end. Rise has lost the place to active. It's just going to be a constant battle between them until active has to stop. And Pickle Rick right behind him. And Lebob is down to P13. Did he have a spin or something? What happened? I didn't see. For fuck's sake. Fuck's sake, man. And J-Rise is not getting past active. It looks like medium runners might not be able to make it to the end, so the battle is between Rise and Comic. Rise needs to clear active urgently. Pickle Rick into the box. Chocolade is 11 lap medium tyres. And J-Rise needs to clear Fexin. Pickle Rick into the pits goes Pickle Rick for another set of softs. And this are very, very late stops being made. Their race is kind of being ruined here. And Lebob on the old softs. Oh, Lebob! Lebob, what's happened to him? Lebob has had another spin. Horrible race for Lebob. And that's his race over. Active is still ahead of J-Rice somehow with less battery, half the battery, and Comic is now coming at him, and J-Rice now takes the lead for like the third or fourth time, and with 6 laps to go. This is so crucial. Comic is on the scene now. So it's a two-way fight for the win. Rise needs to get clear of active before Comic gets to him. And Rise will have this race won and done. Oh, and that's the Mercedes coming out of the pit lane of Lebob, kind of holding him up actually. And he's now despawned. Oh, Robot Reaction has had a crash. Had a spin. Rise has cleared active from DRS. I guess he needs to just keep pushing and get away from Comic. Comic Chocolade is right behind him as well. As Comic is let through by Active. Active soft tires, he's almost in puncture region. And Chocolade will be high tail on the scene now. Chocolade is side by side with Active. Now coming into the corner. Gets past. That is critical for his race. Active tries it down the inside once again. He's wasting his time on those softs, frankly. And Chocolade is now past. And Haas, Dre Dude, and Flov are P6 and P7. So Dre Dude is falling off the back of Flov as expected. And K5 starting to make a bit of progress back through the field, actually, up to P10. And my chat ain't updating anymore. My chat's given up on updating, so that's lovely. The last message I could see is Stein from a while ago, so if anyone's chatting, I can't see shit. Ooh, caution for an AlphaTauri. Skycap has spun it. Skycap has spinned it, and that is his race ruined. Okay. We here, locked in. Ah, hello Lem. Glad to see you're enjoying it so far. Rise is extending his lead on 20% battery. Comic behind is 35%, with Chocolade staying out to the end of the race, almost on 0 battery. Chocolade now gets past Comic, so this is now a fight between J-Rise and Chocolade instead of J-Rise and Comic. Pickle Rick gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. And let's check the penalties overall. No words, says Racing. Well, Active. Why is he carrying on? He's gonna puncture. There's no way he doesn't puncture. Oh, come on. Where's the puncture at? His tires are gone. And I don't know why he's staying out. He's just wasting his time. Pickle Rick gets past K5. Pickle Rick is an underrated driver in this field, and he's showing his skills to great effect right now. Pickle Rick in P10. Dre Dude and Flov P6, P7. With Comic following Chocolade, and Rise is now well clear in the distance, going from a D3 race winner to a D2 race winner. Pretty much everyone at this stage is at low battery, so Chocolade is staying out on very old mediums, so barring any major mistakes, this race is pretty much secured for J-Rise. He just has to keep it within the white lines. Chocolade and Comic is doing battle. Active now boxes. It's too late for him. It's too late. He's blundered his strategy. Alfa Romeo and Ferrari with strategy nightmares today. Husky has had a spin. And that's him down the order as well. Poor from Husky. Poor Husky. Unfortunate. And he's gonna have Active. Actually, Active is too far away, but P11 is Husky's best position because everyone else around him is on way fresher tyres. But Jay Morris, having been screwed over by having to box again, is trying to get K5 now, trying to follow him through like everyone else is. And Chocolate somehow still up in P2 despite his absolutely atrocious tyre life. I don't know how he's managing this, but he is, and I'm really, really impressed by these guys. Chocolade is still ahead of Comic somehow. He's putting a absolutely starring drive right now. P15 to P2. That is a mighty, mighty race from him. And Flov has somehow recovered to P5. After all of that carnage, he's somehow recovered to P5. Ah, I'm mightily, mightily impressed. Excellence, 5-second pen speeding in pit lane. What's going on? Is he retiring? Or is he just really fucked his stopover? Because he still gets points. Excellence now having to serve a pen and changing his front wing as well. Late race disaster for him. And Skycap is into the pits to go for the fastest lap, I think. Excellence will still be getting 1 point. So Comic is gaining on Chocolade. Gaining. Comic is playing it smart. He's got so much battery somehow. I don't know how he's kept it, but he does. And I'm now watching a replay of Lee Bob and his why he retired, because he's posted it in my server chat. So I'm just gonna have a look. And very idiotic move from Husky is what I'm saying. As Fexin tries to go through, and Husky very stupidly just sends it into Lee Bob. Comic is now trying to gain on Chocolate. It's the final lap of the race, so this is where it matters. And Comic, he's staying behind him. He's not going for it. He's waiting all the way till Stowe corner. We'll check the penalties once more. Is anyone going to gain anything? K5 is going to gain a place to J Morris, but that's about it with penalties. Nothing else is being impacted, as unless J Rice somehow gets the latest time penalty I've ever seen. It's caution sector 2 for who? It's an Alpha Tauri who's getting lapped if Skycap doesn't interrupt the race leader, and I can see both of my drivers in a race chat. I think I'll join them for the celebration. Right. Chocolade and Comic are battling side by side now. Comic has got all the battery in the world, and Chocolade is almost taking him out. Oh god, what is he doing? Chocolade's absolutely horrible. He's a horrible driver, and I would hate to race him. J-Rise wins the British Grand Prix. What a drive from J-Rise, and he is going to be absolutely thrilled with that. In fact, I'm going to join my team's VC right now, because I see him and Lee Bob have been there the entire race together, so I might as well pop in with them and get an interview straight away from Rise. What a drive. Fexen P4, Flov P5, P6 Dre Dude, P7 Pickle Rick, then K5, Nightmare for K5 and J Morris, Husky P10, then Active, then Excellence. Horrible day for him, only 1 point. Skycap out of the points, having had a shit drive, and Robot out of the points with Lee Bob, Angie, Wide Vader, Big Mount Miles, and Racing DNFing. Alright, Rise, you're on air for a very brief, for a post-race interview now. Rise, you are on air.
Now?
Yeah, you're on air right now.
Oh, Jesus.
Yep, I decided to make this a quick one, you know.
Okay.
Right, so you've won the race, mate. 3.4 seconds to the next car.
Oh my god.
Congratulations, mate. And I personally, very, very proud of you, mate. What a drive you put in to win that race.
Oh, that was my best race yet. I think, of course, in D2, you know, I'm still on sort of my debut in D2 as a full-time driver, and Jesus, that was one heck of a race from P7, I think.
Yep.
P7 to P1. I mean, that start was, oh my god, what a race! I have no words.
What a drive,
Oh
mate.
my God.
So happy for you. And that's 25 points in the bag for you. So, big ups to you on that drive, Rise. What a race you've had. So, safety car restart, battling with those guys on the softs. What was your strategy going into those battles? Were you thinking to hold back because they're going to box again, or were you trying to take the lead and pull away early?
Nah, to be honest, I was just trying to stay in the DRS for a little bit. I know the softs wasn't gonna last long because the soft was a shit tire, and then all of a sudden Jay Morris was behind me, but then he pitted, and then all of a sudden Comic was behind me on the same strategy as me, so I got kind of scared, so I overtook the soft runners and then just pulled away as fast as I could, and yeah, it was very close between me and him. I think he definitely got the pace, but Chocolate did me a favor there. Oh my god, he did me a favor on those old mediums holding coming back. That was amazing.
Yeah, look, to be honest, the racing from Chocolade and Comic at the end, in my opinion, pretty horrible, but ended up giving you enough time. So even if you got a 3-second penalty for something completely random, you still win this race. So congratulations, going from a D3 race winner to now a D2 race winner.
Thank you, mate. Thank you.
Right, now I'm gonna head over to get the other guys their post-race interviews, because overall that was a very good race, better than the esports race I had in terms of driving standards actually. So congrats D2 and D3, you're better than esports drivers.
Jesus, mate.
Right, I'll leave them to it, and now I'll head over to voice chat for post-race interviews. Okay, first one in is Chocolade, so Flov is also in. We'll talk to Chocolade, he got here first. So Chocolade, from what, P15 to P2, very impressive drive that. So talk us through the race start. How did you make up so many places?
Yeah, my race start, I didn't want to start on hards, but I did, and then I suddenly had a good getaway, and I nearly took out robot direction, but I don't know, somehow I was Moses and everything like spun in front of me, and I was P10. Then I overtook Mars, and I was pretty surprised that he left, and then I was just just trying to stay with Jay Morris, and obviously that worked. And the safety car was a pretty shit timing, since it made the hards weren't really fast how much than the medium runners, and then on mediums, and that was a pretty good last stint with I don't know why, but Jim was pitted, and some people on softs pitted also, and they promoted me after ranks, and then the last lap, last corners with Comic were pretty cool. Was a bit harsh. I think I pushed him off, and I think he also did a bit of not so clean stuff, but it was pretty enjoyable.
Yeah. You've pretty much summed up your entire race, so I've only got one more question. What was your tyre wear on those mediums at the end?
In the last lap, I checked it at Cops in the last chicane, I think, and it was on the fronts I had 72, and on the rears I had 65.
Right, you cut it very fine there, but you managed to make the strategy work, even with the poor safety car timing, so congrats on your P2, and you'll definitely be getting a Driver of the Day nomination.
Thank you. Thank you.
Right.
Yeah. And sorry to my teammate.
Alright.
Yeah.
Right, next guy I'll talk to, Flov, starting from P19 on the grid, making it all the way up to P5. So I did see an incident with Skycap. It looked like it was his fault. So he did have some bad luck, but he managed to recover. So talk us through that.
Well, in the race, when it started, I was trying to avoid incidents, but going into turn 1, my teammate scared me. I thought he was gonna dive bomb me, so I tried to avoid it, and then I accidentally hit Husky. Then it caused me wing damage, and I had to go 30 seconds behind, I think? Behind P19 or something. Yeah, that hard stunt was good. Until that Finnish guy. What's his name? Sky? Whatever his name is?
Yeah, Skycap took you out.
Yeah, I was pretty furious at it. That was very stupid action. I think without the turn 1 collision and the incident with him, I could have had a podium or maybe even the win. Just got really unlucky. But yeah, Fexen, I almost closed up on him, but he somehow got he got DRS 5 times from Robot who was lapped, which it looks suspicious to me, but whatever. So yeah, happy with the P5. I didn't expect it after all of those incidents.
Yeah, looks like you also got the strategy right under the safety car, because a couple drivers boxed for softs and they had to stop again, and you were able to go to the hard tyres, I think, which kept you going to the end pretty smoothly. So how was that last stint in terms of pace?
Well, the pace was good. I was happy, but I think the incident with the Skyscap really destroyed my tires, which lost me a lot of pace. But yeah, well, I'm looking forward to the next race where I can have a normal starting position and not get fucked over by backmarker shenanigans or stupid midfield drivers. So yeah.
Alright, been good talking to you. Good luck in next round, which is going to be Spain. How is it for you as a track? It's a sprint weekend as well, first one of the season.
Well, last season the race recovery was good until I had a certain controversial moment with Comic, but I think my race pace is really strong there. Not sure about quality pace, but I'll have to see after practicing it.
Alright, good talking to you. I think I'll wrap up the interview now. Rayson, you DNF. What are you even going to talk about? How you...
No, I'm going to talk about the positives, because I think I did alright until that.
Alright, fine. Let's talk about the positives, other than the fact you retired on track.
Well, no, I didn't retire on track. I'm more just like through everything. I'm more just like kicked over my wheel, no, not my wheel, my chair, and just went screaming around the house.
Lovely. So you just let yourself stop on track. Okay.
Maybe.
Alright, so
I would have pulled in pits and DNF'd anyway.
So what was the positives of you DNFing?
Oh, well, there's obviously no positives of me DNFing, but I thought my pace was alright. For the fact I probably shouldn't be a D2 driver, I thought my pace was alright. I think the strategy was quite good, so I think the safety car did help a lot. Yeah, I had some potential, definitely. I mean, if I didn't get DNF'd, it'd probably be, I don't know, P10. You know, but every little helps. You know what they say. Yeah, Tesco's. But apart from that, you know, like quality was amazing. You know, did you see what quality like?
No.
Yeah, exactly. Didn't do well. And you know, my race pace was alright. I mean, I was trying to play the DRS game with Robot, but I don't think he was catching up. He was a bit aggressive. Trying to catch up. But apart from that, you know, it was quite good. I mean, my tyre wear wasn't too bad, to be honest, as projected. Especially when I was getting in the fights as well, like all the hard fights. Yeah, I think I did quite well. But obviously, a few track limit penalties probably shouldn't be there. But it doesn't matter anymore. Any other questions?
No, you summed it up perfectly. Alright, that's me.
I'm
That's
the PR god, guys.
cool, thanks. You are actually good at interviews now, considering you've got absolutely nothing to talk about. Anyway, wrapping up the stream.
Your job
Good
was
night.
positive.